Should be back. Also, yeah, I'm very big on the screen. Would you look at that?
Oh yeah, you were really huge.
Okay, we're gonna bring this down. That's fine, I think. Cool. Let's hop over here. Also, I need to clear Discord notifications. What is so important in the VTube Studio Discord? Bless you.
Thank you.
Version 1.19 of VTube Studio has been released. That must have been what the thing was that it downloaded before the stream. Okay.
Oh.
I think we're good to go. Let's get back in the game. And hopefully that is the only issue we have. It's good to get that out of the way.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad I was here for you in such a difficult time.
Alright. Now, chat. For the record, the reason I died was because my stream fucked up. Or my computer did. I'm not bad at this game. There we go. See, I'm good at this game.
Yeah. Like, I have found that, I've tried this game on, like, its actual easy mode. Somehow it is not as easy as normal mode for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's why enemies are constantly spawning, because the game wants to tutorialize me.
Yeah, see, that's one of the few things that I kind of had issues with in this game.
Yeah, it literally won't let me progress until I do the thing it wants me to do. Even though I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like that's something that you should be able to turn off.
Yeah. Hell yeah! I'm also very low on health. I need not BB-8. What? BD-1.
Yes, BD-1.
There's always the droid companion.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, no? Where do I have to go? It's down.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, there we go. Aha. Wait, what?
Oh, I see. You were going.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, like I have all Twitch streams set to be like an extra minute behind at all times.
Ah.
Because that helps keep things buffered.
I love pairing. Oh my god, I got a double kill.
Ooh, oh yeah, yeah. Now, that's another little quirk of the combat system that I really like.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, anything that your lightsaber touches takes damage in some way, and if you're in the middle of a parry or a riposte or whatever it is, that carries through for the entire animation, no matter.
Run. Stop the train.
And if there happens to be another enemy in the way, there happens to be another enemy in the way.
Yeah. Like, lightsabers do what lightsabers are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Like, even aside from that, it's just like having that consistency across the whole combat system.
Shit.
Just makes it feel very, very good.
Yeah. Like, this game is... It has one of the, if not the best combat system in any Star Wars game I've ever played.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, the way I describe it is that it's the only Star Wars game where lightsaber duels feel to play the way they look in, like, the movies.
Faster.
Yeah. big explosion. Very much like The Force Unleashed, this game loves its cinematic stuff.
Yeah, and it uses its cinematic stuff really well, I think.
Yeah.
Only way is up.
Like, I do have issues with the fact that you can't skip cutscenes.
Yeah, that is a thing you should be able to do.
Yeah. You know, at least it does automatically skip cutscenes before boss fights. Fight them, but
True.
yeah, I can understand why they made that creative choice. It's like that. It was mentioned as a feature of the game in its pre-release material.
Whoa! What is that ship? Is that ours? Or spoilers, I guess.
Keep moving! They'll pick you up in his head!
Yeah.
Alright. Looking good. Just gotta do a lot of climbing. The climbing is very slow.
Yeah, and it takes a while before you can upgrade your climbing.
Yeah. Alright, time to just deflect all my blaster fire to show off how good I am at parrying in this game. Oh, hell yeah. The parrying windows... So I'm just playing on Jedi Master difficulty, but the parrying window is very generous.
Yeah, it is. Like, especially with regards to blaster bolts and such.
Yeah.
But it is.
Train stuff.
This is one of the few pieces of Star Wars media where stormtroopers feel like they're actually as intimidating as they're supposed to
Yeah, they do.
be. That's something that a lot of Star Wars media gets really, really wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, like, these are Imperial soldiers that are, like, oppressing society and are a genuine threat to Jedi. Or, like, anyone that uses the Force.
Yeah, although, like, these aren't so much.
The Inquisitors are the ones that are specific to, like, people that can use the Force, but yeah.
Yeah, all the Inquisitors and the, I think they're the Black Guard or something. I don't remember. But, yeah, like, even aside from that, the Empire puts a lot of money specifically into military training.
Yeah. And there's the second sister.
Yeah,
She's hot.
I recognize that stance.
she is hot, and also, I believe, 3 of the best boss fights in the game.
Yeah.
Someone I killed, perhaps. What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Right. Evade.
You're in here.
Oh shit. I'm not doing so hot in this fight. I'm nearly dead. Wait, is this a meant to lose one? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is pretty close. But I think you can also win if you're especially good at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Get on board!
Whew. That's a good action scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. There's no escaping from her. We're dead. Game over.
Yeah.
It is one of the best Star Wars games ever made, but it is kind of short.
Yeah, I feel like between the story and the, and 100% completion, it's got a decent length.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if the story went on for much longer, it would have gotten boring.
Yeah, that's fair. It didn't drag it out too long.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah.
Who are you people?
I'd compare
My
it
name is
to a
Haru.
Halo game
And this is my
story
captain,
mode
3
in that
strikes.
How you doing?
it's
Yeah, the
great,
message is my
but
ship,
it's
you
mercifully
better
short.
Pay attention to this lady.
Yeah.
So, who are you?
Alright.
Kestis. Who was that back there?
So we've got
Imperial Inquisitor.
Seer and
She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors.
I can't remember
And now
the
that she
other
knows
guy's
who
name.
you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much?
Yeah.
Why'd you help me?
Breeze.
Yeah.
Track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to
Like
Bravo.
an alien George
Made our
Costanza.
move.
True.
Yeah.
What's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
Like what?
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
Rebuilding the Jedi Order.
You two? Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain, set a course for Bogano.
You know, I don't know what it is. Like, out of all the characters
Meantime.
in this game,
Try and relax.
for whatever reason, I don't.
Go, you're safe.
I always see this specifically in Seer. There's something about the way her eyes are animated.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
Like, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Move on and live your life.
Like, her eyes kind of bulge out of her head in a way that doesn't look quite natural.
She looks like
You were talking in your
an
sleep.
anime character that was given like realistic graphics.
Not even that. More like she looks kind of alien.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it wouldn't surprise me if she were like the great granddaughter of some human alien hybrid relationship.
Yeah. So this is the Mantis, the home base for this game, kind of your safe hub. And Cal knows how to play the whatever instrument this is.
That's all. I wrote it. Years ago. You touch an object and witness events connected to it. You feel its history.
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
Oh,
How would you know that?
I forgot that was his ability.
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro DePaul. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
And that ability is, I think, one of the smartest things that this game does.
Something happened to me during the
Like,
purge.
to me, what that
I
does is that
survived, but
makes this game really
my
good
connection to the
bait,
force is damaged.
is what I call it.
When I meditate, if I let my guard down,
Or like it gets,
I lose control.
it's very,
It's like
very
I'm back
good
in
at
that
getting
moment.
people to go and look up things about like
You're
the
not
deeper
alone.
lore,
Yeah.
while still being contained within like a kind of generic-ish Star Wars story to have good mass appeal.
Yeah, like the story overall is like, I mean, that's the centerpiece of the entire game. It's impossible to miss out on the like important bits of the story. But there's these
Jedi, I knew
little bits
discovered
of
it before the
background
purge.
that are just like
won't find it
scattered
on
about
any
through
maps.
every little map,
The Empire
and
doesn't know this place exists.
No.
you can just like
So, what's the
feel
plan?
more of the
We
history of a
hide out
place just by
We're done
interacting with
hiding,
stuff.
Cal. See that
Yeah.
structure over there?
Yeah.
I believe that
And
vault
like in that way, it kind of
rebuilding the Jedi
hits this
Order
really good, delicate
requires
balance
someone
between
strong in the Force to pass its test.
Since you're not a
between
Jedi
having
anymore, that's why you
lots of neat, fun references for longtime fans,
And I'm not really sure I
in
chose
Yeah.
addition to
but we have a common enemy.
being really good
And a common cause.
at giving
I'll share
people
with
who
my
aren't
plan
that
after
into
you
the
reach
series
vault.
some good jumping off
Till then.
points to go
There's someone here I think you should meet.
look at and research and
May the Force be with you.
find out some of the other stories
Yeah.
that are not quite as like upfront.
And here's our first real planet of the game.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then. But if there's already one here, why does Seer need me?
I got a skill point too. And these little guys, I can't remember what they're called, but they're cute and fluffy, and I want to hug them.
Yeah, I agree.
This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind.
Oh right, meditation is the
a-
thing.
Perhaps my most cancelable Star Wars take is that I'm an unironic porg lover, and I think these are cuter than that.
Alright, skill tree. And I guess I have to learn overhead slash. I have no option. So, we now have overhead slash. It is the heavy attack of the game, basically. BD1!
Hey, BD1. I'm Cal.
What a good character
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah, I'm okay.
is.
I'm just looking for someone. No, not you.
Like, I think I've said it before, but he's
For
like
a Jedi.
a really good case study
Hold on.
in
You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait,
in like
hold on.
endearing the player to a character
you just slice that?
through gameplay
Thanks.
ability.
Yeah. And like, one thing Star Wars is great at in general is
Seer mentioned.
having characters that are nonverbal, like droids, for example, that have a lot of personality to them.
Yeah. Yeah, like they did. I've been reading through the script of the radio adaptation of A New Hope, and they have really, really detailed descriptions of R2's beeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they put a lot of, they've been putting this kind of thought into that stuff ever since the beginning.
For sure. Alright, so this is the bit that I'm going to have to try my best to stop myself from doing, because my instinct is every little bit of yellow that says unexplored, I need to go explore that before I complete the area. But because I want to try and beat this game in 24 hours, I'm gonna have to try and stop myself from doing that.
Yeah. I know that... I think one of the semi-speedrun tactics in this game is go to Dathomir first, because that's the earliest you can get the double-sided lightsaber.
Yeah, that I actually did on accident with my first playthrough of this game, because I was just like, well, I'm given two options, and I can't remember what the other option was, or also why I decided to go to Dathomir. It might have been because there's more stuff to explore, or maybe there's less stuff to explore, I can't remember. But basically, I had the decision to go to Dathomir first, and then it's like, oh, this area is actually locked off to me. I can't progress any further. But oh look, there's a double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah. Yeah, like the thing is, that's one of two different places that you can get it on. That you can get it in. The other place is at the... I believe the other place is at the top of the
pack fought back.
the big tree on Kashyyyk, right before the Ninth Sister fight.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you feel like doing a lot of reading, this game has lots and lots of data logs. Which I did read through every single one of them when I first played through this game. And there's some interesting stuff in there.
I still have yet to do that much.
Yeah. I do, like, one problem I do have with data logs and stuff in the game is, like, it interrupts gameplay flow. So either you read it immediately after you get it, in which case it interrupts the flow of the game, or you have to set aside some amount of time in your playing of the game to actually read the stuff.
Yeah. I feel like a good middle ground would have been like you get you get so many data logs in between checkpoints, right?
Yeah.
And then at the next checkpoint that you rest at, it gives you a little notification that says you have these data logs. Because that would like signal in the game that you're meant to read these and kind of remind you that they exist.
Mm-hmm. So hello, Shadow Killer. It has been a while.
Just like back at the scrapyard.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Shadow Killer.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Am I gonna have to fight the Ogdo, or is that an optional boss fight?
Hey, that was pretty
That
brave.
is optional.
You okay?
Okay. I might give it a
Can I
shot,
help you with that?
but
You let me?
yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna try to spend trying to kill it.
Yeah, I know that the intended way to kill it is you come back later when you have the
Conflict is
forceful ability,
busted, but this should help you get moving for now.
and then that lets you kill it right away using the very quickly
Ah,
by,
okay.
Try that.
by like slicing at its tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But also the reward for killing it
Yeah, that's where I was headed
is
to.
good enough that it's still worthwhile to kill early on.
First, we gotta figure out.
Yeah, I can't remember what the reward is. Shadow Killer, the reason my avatar is frozen is because to take stress off my PC, because this is a very intensive game, I'm not using VTube Studio, I'm just having a PNG.
Tight fit, but this should work. Those vines look like they lead somewhere. Hope they're sturdy.
Shit. pretty bad at this game. There we go. Oh, holy shit! Oh wait, this is to show off the fact that BD1 has stims.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, that's right.
Healing stim. You're full of surprises. That's better. Thanks, little droid.
Yay!
Okay, let's try this again.
I am proud to announce that I have finished folding my laundry.
Yay! I'm gonna have to do my laundry soon. Oh, you know what? You know what just occurred to me? What I could be using, instead of just like a basic PNG, I could be using my reactive PNG.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find my link real quick and use that instead.
That's a good idea.
Alright, goodbye PNG. No one cares about you. I've been thinking of like upgrading my reactive PNG to make it so like my mouth is closed when I'm not talking and it's open when I am talking, but like I never set aside time to actually set that up.
Yeah.
It's one of the many things that I'm like the little quality of life improvements that I have planned for like my streaming stuff, and I just never get around to doing any of them.
That's very understandable.
Like I have 2 animations that I want to set up as like, you know,
So,
when I get like a follow or new sub or whatever, and I just
never
haven't
forget
done
the
that.
droid. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. No, I feel the exact same way. I want to set up the little follow, sub, donate
Think the
things
Jedi would mind
on
if
my
we grab
screen,
supplies?
like what you've got down there, but I just haven't felt like it.
Yeah.
That's where we need to go. I can feel it.
Welcome, Ian.
Happy birthday. No, wait, shit. It's not. It's my birthday. Yeah. Thank you, Ian. Sorry, I was very briefly incredibly confused. I was like, happy birthday to you too! No, that's not a thing people say. Enjoy your movie! You too!
Yes.
Yes, we've got the reds that are blocked off. We can come back later when we have new abilities. That is true. It was your birthday recently.
It was their birthday
We gotta
recently.
find another way.
It's true.
Alright, so yeah, to get over here we have to unlock the wall run ability, but we don't have that yet.
That we don't.
Can't go up those things yet either, so we're gonna have to drop down here. Shit! I didn't realize there was an enemy. You see, I could have just been smart and not taken any damage, but instead I did take damage. And Felly, thank you for the raid. Hello.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Alright. What's over here? Oh, meditation spot. Let's do that.
How are all of these sheepish raiders doing?
The game's like, you can rest if you want, and yes, I do want. Ooh, and there's an echo spot.
This tool was used by someone eager to reach the vault.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that I want to set up at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's like the way when you shout someone out, it can say what the last game they played was. I just haven't bothered setting that up. Oh shit, it's one of these guys. Now they're not so bad later on, but as for right now, these guys are kind of tough. Just have to remember I can parry. Shit! They hurt. They hurt so much.
They do hurt too bad.
Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I got stims, don't I? I think I'll be fine, right? I don't need stim. Okay, I might need stims.
On demand. Scanning again?
There we go, we got a skill point.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We did that in one try. Yeah, I did know what Felly was playing. I was just saying I want to set up my shout out command so it actually does that.
Yeah, it's not too difficult. I don't remember how hard it was on Nightbot, but like you can just find the code for that pretty easily.
Alright.
Like the bot that I use is both easier and harder, just because it's not something that people are as familiar with, generally speaking.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I was able to set it up to automatically shout out raiders.
Aha!
So that was nice.
Yeah, if I could do that, that would also be convenient. Alright, so we've got 3 abilities now. We could go for increase our force powers, increase our maximum life, that might be the one that I go for, or dash strike. Oh, dash strike I remember being very good, but I need more health at the moment, so I'm gonna go with this. Alright. Now I'm in this area. What do I do? I guess time to drop down on some of these things. Oh yeah, those little lizard guys. Hang on. Let's take a look at... Okay, so this is telling me I need to go here. Oh, that's a... I'm gonna go to that available place. Wait, I guess I can't. Because I decided to jump down here instead. That's fine.
I'll check it out.
A parafish. Hello, Lazy June. What? Game? Game, you doing alright?
I feel like I know that struggle.
There we go.
Nice.
The enemy finally decided to function. Ooh, and we got a seed for the terrarium.
One of these days I'll decide to function.
Mood.
Yeah.
Alright.
And when I do, look out, world.
Okay, so I'm in this area. I guess I could go back. I'm so lost. don't need to go there. Did I drop down here? No, this was that area. Come on. Cal. Cal, don't be an idiot. Oh, wait.
Don't have a cow, Cal.
Ah, damn, I can't get that. Is it that? Where do I need to go? No, I can't do that because I don't have double jump yet. Well, I actually have no idea where I'm supposed to go. That is one thing that happens in this game sometimes, is you just get lost.
You know, you're not wrong.
Let's see. I guess I could head over here. This is my only option, but... Oh wait, is this where Oh, this is where I learn how to wall run. I believe that, yeah, okay.
And if I remember correctly, it's kind of a reference to Super Metroid.
Oh?
See something in there?
In Super Metroid, you also learn to wall run from a bunch of creatures.
Ah.
Not wall run, wall jump.
Okay.
So, like, same thing in this game.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, the wall run is also the wall jump, so...
Yeah.
However, unlike Super Metroid, in this game you can't do the wall jump / wall run from the beginning.
Difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me.
Alright. Now time to do some tutorializing.
Good. Now, reach my position.
This game does have good wall running.
I did it. Persistence and the Force is my ally. Just remembering old tricks.
This game, just in general, feels good to play.
I agree.
Also, up there is the little dinosaur guy, or whatever he is. He's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
And then later in the game, the Empire shows up and he runs away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you too, Felly. And, yeah, Blocker told me you were high. I hope you're enjoying
Can you show
yourself.
me that shortcut again?
Have a high time, Felly.
Cool. So... now that I can wall run... there we go. Okay, yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. I was like, I knew I had to get here, but how do I do so? Well, you have to learn to wall run, silly. Alright, let's drop meditation. We don't even need to do anything.
Yeah, I also really love that one spot because one of the cool things you can do is, like, that one spot is really cool just because as you learn more abilities, you can learn, oh, I can get further and further and further up this big hill.
Yeah.
And then over time, well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, like your first time when you're there, it's like, oh, well, I have this one ability that I unlocked that can get me up here. But then you get to a certain point, and you're like, oh, I need something else to get even further. And then, like, once you finally have, like, the abilities in the game that you need to, you can, like, do the entire thing all in one run.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, like, once you get the second ability that you need, there's still more after that. And, yeah, it's... And then you get even more abilities that let you overcome that part.
Yeah.
It's like a good final movement challenge for all of your hard work getting all of the abilities.
Yeah, I was confused as to why all the chests are open, and I realized it's because I'm on New Game Plus.
Yeah, I made that mistake too.
I was like, but the chests, the fuck, what's that chemical in here? The serotonin I get from opening the chest, I don't get to experience that anymore.
Yeah, I think it's actually dopamine that you get from
Dopamine.
stuff like that.
Okay. I know there's dopamine and there's serotonin, and I don't know anything beyond that.
Yeah, there's also...
Oh, it's on.
I forget what it's called, but it sounds like a plural word, but it's not actually plural.
Probably would have won. Probably.
Interesting.
Or like, oh no, it is plural, but we don't ever talk about them in the singular for some reason.
Okay. I have done a thing.
Congratulations.
I've done a thing. It is now time to go to bed.
That's a move. I love being productive.
Amazing. Okay, I'll look.
Being productivity is my special talent.
Yes.
You all right, BD?
One thing a day, every day,
You have passed
for the rest of your life.
behind and gained access to the vault and this recording.
Sometimes I do
of
two
many
things.
encrypted logs
Whoa,
stored
don't
in
get
the
ahead of
drive.
yourself there.
I am master.
Yeah, no, I know, it's crazy.
You might
I may
tire
not
yourself
know your
out.
name, but I know your
You know, I do
The
sometimes.
fate
It's
of
crazy.
the Jedi Order lies in your hands.
Like tomorrow, I'm gonna both mow the lawn and clean the bathroom.
Vault is a
Oh
sacred
my,
temple.
you gotta get yourself an extra treat for going above and beyond.
Granted a premonition through the
You know, I take double
I
the what's it
placed
called?
inside this vault a Jedi holocron
The caffeine that I
containing a
need
list of the
in the morning.
names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but
Hello?
also another test.
Felly, how are
Only
you
trust
doing?
this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands.
Hello?
Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn
How
to
high are
respect
you?
the mysteries of the Force as Zeppo once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed.
I would guess pretty.
Go to the Zeppo homeworld. There,
I feel very dry.
find peace in the eye of the storm.
Also, your
dry,
response
you
is
say.
supposed to be,
Good luck,
no,
Jedi."
officer, it's hi, how are you?
Classic.
Ask me it again. Come on.
I guess you were someone I was supposed to know.
How high are you?
No, officer. It's hi, how are you?
I've been alone a while now. Without any.
Yeah,
It's just.
I stand by my assertion that Felmy is pretty and pretty high.
No way to live.
She is always pretty.
Not for a Jedi.
And so are you, Key.
Ah, you don't know that.
Yes, I
Zero
do.
was right.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe we're done hiding.
Yeah, didn't you two meet up IRL?
Yeah.
You want to meet?
Yeah.
He was the first
Yeah, we did.
VTuber I ever met in
friends of
person.
mine.
He what?
Yeah.
I always love how Key says true.
True.
Yeah,
This
I
other
got it.
thing that happens with Key too, where it's like, whenever Key says okay,
I think I found what you wanted
right?
to see.
The O is said under a breath,
Sounds like you
and
did.
it's hard to hear.
We'll be waiting.
And then the K just sounds like it just sounds like Key is saying Key every time they fucking like Key. Okay, so Key. This is how it started. It's like,
Shit.
Yeah, I am a Pokemon IRL. It's true.
Minra Gals, Keys.
I talk like a normal person.
No, you talk like a Haru.
Ah, what that tongue do?
Honestly, Haru, Haru, I have a suspicion about you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you perhaps a barbecuer?
I am not.
Damn it. From your sultry tones, I thought you'd be someone that did a good barbecue.
Ah,
Oh wait, no, right? Because you're like vegetarian.
I am vegetarian, and also I'm bad at cooking.
And that was very silly of me.
You are a silly
The
girl.
part that you were bad at, I thought the part that you were bad at was the leaning after.
What?
I am bad at that too. I'm just bad at things. Things
Same.
that exist? Oh, I'm so bad at them.
My friend,
No.
it appears that Zepho had some interest.
That's the biggest move right there.
Strange. For such a peaceful culture,
Can you
to
still
have
hear me?
any sort of fascination
I
with a
can.
place so
That's pretty impressive. Do I sound different?
A little?
I am under a blanket.
Ah,
Well done.
Ah.
making a blanket fort?
Maybe?
Is it a
I
comfy
should totally do that.
Yeah,
I should make a blanket for it.
you should.
Yes, go.
I want to invite my friends over and we make blanket forts.
Yeah.
Should be a lot quicker
Yeah,
than the way in.
first you go girl mode, then you go blanky mode.
Sounds very
Yes,
adorable.
that is every day. Turn on girl mode. Turn on blanket mode.
Yeah,
Turn on.
it gets you. Hang on.
Hey, Haru, is your
uh-huh.
internet good enough to stream to us over here in the Discord too?
It was more a matter of like my PC performance because like this game is very intensive and I have dropped a lot of frames. I could try it now that I'm not running VTube Studio just to see. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe if I drop the quality. Yeah, just give you guys like the lowest quality possible. See how that goes. But speaking of blanky mode,
It's like they say, Felmy's a
Yeah, amazing.
blanky mode.
Oh my god, did she put a blankie on me?
Aw. Oh, she did. Yeah, she's got a blankie emote for you.
Also,
I'm the blanking one? Oh my god.
Yeah.
speaking of blanky mode, y'all want to see a little sneak peek of something that's coming?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Please. I would do nothing else but look at sneak peeks.
Here, I'm gonna.
What a nice sheep, I think, as I gaze out on a field. The sheep facing away starts to raise its head. It's me. I stare, mounting horror as the head keeps rising, neck elongating, in some cursed spectacle that roots me to spot in fear until I realize, oh, it's an alpaca.
Also, I realized I'm doing this on my computer, but it would be a lot easier if I just did it on my phone. I can use my phone now that I'm not using VTube Studio. Let's see. Okay, so this is from my artist who I am commissioning for my new emotes. Let me post it in the stream chat.
Oh.
It is close to being done. I don't know how close it is, but it is close.
Allow me to see. Oh, that's adorable.
I'm also going to download this on my PC so that I can show it off to my stream.
I'm going to use that all the time.
Okay.
That emote is Haru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is the most Haru emote imaginable.
Okay. Yeah, I download this from Twitter and then it becomes a PNG JPEG small, so now I have to convert it to something that can actually be shown off. Or maybe I can show it off as is, but I'm just going to convert it anyway. Let's do some image conversion. I don't want to take too long doing this because I do have a stream to get back to, but fuck it. Cause yeah, everyone in chat, you get to see what this emote is too, after I convert it, and then I can put it up on stream.
Oh, you talk to the chat.
Hmm?
What?
What just? Oh! Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Okay. Minimized. Image is converted. Let's post this up on... Let me grab it. It's in downloads. There we go. Chat, this is one of my emotes that is being worked on, and it will be done at some point, eventually, hopefully soon. The artist just has to finish coloring it, and and shading. I think it was shading. The coloring's done, and it's also going to be animated. So look forward to that. Anyway, let me take that off and back to the game. Alright. Now, I want to give the Ogdo Bogdo a shot. Where is it? Is it down here?
Don't fall behind, BD1.
This feels like...
the game, sweetie.
Huh?
Are you enjoying the game?
I love this game.
Making a new friend.
It is one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time.
Same.
Where is this Ogdo Bogdo? I feel like it's down here. There it is!
Looks like it smells worse than grease does.
Shit. Oh god. Okay, well, this is not gonna go well.
Good luck, Haru friend.
Shit. Wow, okay. This thing hurts. We're gonna give this a couple tries, but I don't want to spend too long on this. Alright. Try number 2. I'm gonna give, what do you think? 5 tries? Do you think I can kill this thing in 5 attempts?
I think so. You're probably pretty good at the game.
I will prove you wrong. Let's go. Wow. Oh my god. It hurts so much.
Hey, use your time slowing powers.
Shit. Pain! Oh, you deal so much pain.
You need to parry.
I do need to parry. I'm bad at parrying. I say as I was good at parrying at the start of the game, and then I just forgot to parry.
That's what this is about. It's the parry test.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Ogdobogdo is good to parry against, actually. I think
Sure it
it's,
is.
yeah. No, the way
There are a
it's
few
supposed to be,
times
this-
where you have to parry him in the fight, but I think he's less of a parrying enemy and more of a, like, knowing to use your slow time ability.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot dodge that! What the fuck was that? Okay, that run, that attempt does not count. It does not count. Because I didn't get a single hit in.
Haru's so cute.
I agree. Everyone's cute, though.
You're cute. You're cute.
No. False.
Yes, you are.
Falsehoods.
Okay.
And I informed one of my friends that I am, in fact, not on the ground right now. And their immediate response is, you know I work for the federal government, right? I was just like,
Why would you? Why would you?
that's what I had to clarify. No, it's a legal form, blah, blah. It's legal.
It's legal. Don't worry.
Listen,
Okay.
when you're around where I am, you meet a lot of people who work for the government.
Yep.
I work for the government.
A lot of feds, I see.
Shit! Okay.
Oh, not bad.
No.
Oh. Thank God.
I work for the state.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh shit, I've got no force. Oh, that was so close.
It's like in our hearts.
Yeah, Sabrina, this is basically a Souls-like Star Wars game.
It's just a 3D Metroidvania.
Yep.
No, look, see, here's the thing, right? When I play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, what I get out of it, it's the exact same kind of joy that I get when I play Dark Souls.
Yeah. Except, I actually get joy out of playing this game.
Ah, true.
Fuck!
Dark Souls? Oh, I get it. I get it. See, Dark Souls sounds more like a Marvel Souls-like.
Alright. What the fuck was that? You saw I had it frozen, right? Like...
What the fuck was that? My sister just turned into a zombie.
Okay, that was bullshit. I should not have gotten hit by that attack. Like, I guess if you freeze it and walk into the tongue, you still get hit by the attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
That's bullshit.
The way you're supposed to stop the tongue attack is something that you don't have yet. Unfortunately.
Hey, Haru, and for what one you said in one of the chats, the imagining thing, it might be more so that you have some level of aphantasia.
Oh?
Aphantasia is disability where you can't picture things in your mind's eye.
Well, it's like I can though.
No.
It's
The thing is, it has a spectrum. Or it has a spectrum. So, it goes more so like, it's really hard and very short-lived. Other people, they just keep it there and they can envision it forever.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I could conjure up an image, it just would not stay there no matter how hard I tried. Like, I can flash the image in my head, and then it's like, you know, it's there, but then, like, other thoughts come to me, and they're more abstract and not very visual, and they push away that image. Thank you, Jeremy. Hello. It is going good. I am struggling against this Ogdebogdo, and also I'm way past 5 attempts at this point. But I have a strong feeling I should be able to kill this thing. If I actually am good at one of these, like, in one of these runs, I will eventually kill the Ogdebogdo. I just have to be good. And maybe actually parry those attacks.
Hurry!
There we go, that's a parry.
Good night.
Good job, honey.
Shit.
I am so proud of you.
Oh shit.
I need one.
Yes, very
Fuck.
good job. Congratulations.
Okay.
You did it, Haru.
What?
You
Did it?
Yeah. She achieved the great escape. Death.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Okay. Let's give this another shot. The Ogdo will be Bogdoed if I have anything to say about it. Freeze! Shit.
There's actually just that was Haru's tactical maneuver to get closer to it.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
the only point of health that matters is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again. See, that last round, that was for me to show everyone how not to do this boss fight.
Yeah, you got this.
But this time I'm putting on my gamer girl hat, and
Do you have one of those? You should get an asset like that. I should crop you the gamer hat from Sonic Forces.
You've given me an even better idea to implement on my streams.
You're welcome. But like, can you get Haru a PNG of a gamer hat with a transparent background? Or gamer girl hat, specifically.
Yes. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Gamer girl hat. What kind of hat would you prefer it to be?
I don't actually know.
What about baseball cap?
Baseball cap is the first one that came up, actually. My first, and actually I found like an even better one, which I will.
No hits.
Tell me. Yo, what?
Yeah, you see, I told you, I put my gamer girl hat on, and I killed this boss without taking a single hit.
Hey, Haru, feel bad about this, but I didn't see any of it because I closed my eyes for the entire fight.
Oh no!
I'll look at the bot. I'll look at the bot.
Alright. Or someone could clip it too. Although it might be a bit too long to clip the entire fight. Okay.
I've put it in the screen chat channel.
Okay. That was intense, but I knew I could do it and I did it. Just gotta put your gamer girl hat on.
Haru, put on the gamer girl hat. Put it in chat. Put it on.
Yeah.
Haru, please.
Please.
Put it on. Put on the gamer hat.
Oh.
Please cave to
you
peer
have
pressure.
the thingy in chat? Damn, you guys work fast.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at Google.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, same. It's it's actually my profession.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But I'm the one who worked the Googling this time.
I work in IT. You know, it's like Google the job.
Yeah. My family thinks I work in IT.
And alright, let me see. Pop over here. Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is... Oh shit. OBS is crashed again.
Oh no!
OBS is frozen on an image. And no matter what I do, that image is not gonna go away. So either I could end stream and reopen OBS so I can put the hat on, or I just leave it like this. What do y'all think?
I say restart OBS. Put on the hat.
Leave what? Leave what? Like what?
I have to close OBS because during the stream blackout where my PC blacked out for a moment, OBS kind of crashed in the background, and so while the stream on your end is probably perfectly fine, on my end, everything is frozen.
The preview is broken. Okay. Try changing the window type.
The window type?
Yeah, you should be able to get rid of the preview, maybe.
What do you mean?
Do it. Should be a way to refresh it. Do Control R.
Oh, yeah, there is a way to refresh. Control R? Yeah, no, it's still just frozen like that. Like, moving to a different scene won't change it either. Thing is, OBS itself isn't frozen. Like, the entirety of OBS isn't, because, like, chat is still updating whenever chat updates, and the bars on my audio capture are moving. But the preview itself is frozen.
Yeah, right now there's like a settings gear with a mountain inside it on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that was your model.
Yeah.
Which is now back up.
Okay. Yeah, no, what do you think? Oh, wait. That's because I was hitting refresh on my model, not the entire scene. Is there a way I can refresh the entire scene?
I think refresh is specific to the browser sources.
Oh.
Don't have your model selected.
How do I deselect it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Should I order pizza?
I say no for today.
Why not?
Because you need to preserve your monies.
Why?
Because you need monies to live.
Why?
I don't know.
Because we live in society.
Something capitalism bad.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so
Streaming is
it's
such a wonderland.
deselected, but I still can't refresh. What happens if I minimize OBS? No, it's still like that. Yep, so my two options are either I don't put the gamer girl hat on, or I end stream very briefly.
Just close the window and open it back up very quickly.
Yeah, you should be
But-
fine if, like...
That will end the stream.
No,
yes,
it shouldn't end it completely. It should keep it continuous on Twitch if you do it quickly.
It says
it'll
OBS is currently active. All streams and recordings will be shut down. Are you sure you wish to exit?
Task manager.
Yeah, go through the task manager, end the process. That way...
It's the best. If it goes down on your side, but then it goes back up by reconnecting, it doesn't stop going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Twitch will think that there's an issue.
Yeah, it'll be counted as an error and your stream timer will continue.
Okay. Also, probably part of why that thing happens is because this thing happens when my CPU hits 100%, and then it just chooses a program to kill. Okay.